Next on News 3 Now at 10, the friend of a missing boy who's missing in the Wisconsin River is honoring him tonight with a candlelight vigil. And how the city of Madison is preparing for ice raids if and when they eventually happen. Plus, one group is spreading the love of opera from garage to garage.
From the Channel3000.com Alert Center, this is News 3 Now at 10.
Thanks for watching News 3 Now at 10. I'm Amanda Quintana. Friends and family of the boy who went missing along the Wisconsin River earlier this week are remembering their loved one tonight. Adam Duxter was at the Wisconsin River in the Dells today and joins us with what loved ones are saying tonight.
Well, Amanda, the Adams County Sheriff's Office says they're still looking for 11-year-old Jamison Owendine Miller of Grand Marsh, who's been missing since Tuesday. Tonight, they're remembering the boy they say made others feel welcome and included.
Candles, photos, and a message. As the search for 11-year-old Jamison Owendine Miller enters its fifth day and rescue crews continue to monitor the Wisconsin River, those who knew him are doing all they can to remember.
Jamison was a great kid. He took, when my daughter started school, it was one of the first friends she had. And he made her feel welcome.
Jessica Boyd says her daughter Nevaeh knew Miller the best and wanted to do something to honor him.
They were really good friends with Jamison, and they miss him, and she has no way to closure. We're just kind of checking, making sure she's okay, and, listening to her grieve.
Earlier this week, crews reclassified their search as a recovery mission. Nevaeh Coker says she misses her friend, who she says put others first.
He was really cheerful. He really helped me through a lot in school. Probably how he helped others when they were down.
How he tried to cheer them up when they were upset.
Tonight, Coker and her mom say their hearts are with Miller's family members.
My heart goes out to his mom and dad. She needs to know that we're here, and my family will do anything if she needs anything.
Family members also showed up to the vigil but did not want to go on camera tonight. They do say what they want to stress is the dangers of the Wisconsin River and its current. They want people to know that it's not a place for children.
All right, Adam, thank you so much. Let's get a look at your first alert weather with Dave Caulfield out on the patio. The first full day of summer today, right?
Yes, with temperatures right around 80 degrees. We're pretty close to normal for this time of year. We did have a few nuisance showers roll through during the afternoon hours close to Madison. Right now, no rain on the WISC-TV Skycam in Madison. Currently at 70 degrees with cloudy skies, east-southeast wind at 8 miles per hour. Those dew points are going to be climbing up as we get into the next couple of days. It will feel pretty humid, especially as we head into portions of next week. So other temperatures are right around 70 degrees, actually, with the clouds in place. A little bit cooler still near Lake Michigan. Your date planner, chance of thunderstorms overnight, but I think the better chance of scattered showers and storms arrives tomorrow with highs right around 80 degrees by the time we get to later in the afternoon. We'll go hour by hour and talk about some more storm chances on Monday in your first alert forecast in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Dave. More local news now. President Donald Trump is now delaying U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement raids previously planned to begin early tomorrow morning in 10 cities where immigration is heavy. Madison is not on the list of cities expected to be raided, but city officials know ICE could be present in the city at any time. Madison City Council President Shifa Badar says that when the city receives word, they will update the community.
We want to make sure we're just kind of ready, but we also want to make sure that there is no panic. We have not had any credible information, any direct information saying that there's going to be any increase in enforcement here in the Madison area.
For more information from city officials and an immigration attorney on potential ICE raids, you can check our website, channel3000.com. And for more on Trump's updated plans for potentially rounding up thousands of undocumented immigrants, here's CBS News' Tom Hansen.
In a last-minute reversal, the president delayed his planned raids on undocumented immigrants here in the U.S. illegally. On Twitter, Mr. Trump said, "At the request of Democrats, I have delayed the illegal immigration removal process, deportation, for 2 weeks." In contrast to a statement he gave to reporters this morning.
They came into our country illegally, and we're taking them out legally. We're bringing them back to their country.
We have an immigration warrant for your arrest.
The anticipated raids had targeted more than 2,000 people across 10 major U.S. cities, drawing mixed reactions from leaders across the United States. In a tweet, New York Governor Andrew Cuomo called the raids shameful. In California, Governor Gavin Newsom urged undocumented immigrants to know their rights.
Without a warrant, you do not have to open the door. You have the right to due process. You have the right to legal representation.
Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot announced the city's police department won't cooperate. And in Houston, the mayor said the city would neither help nor impede ICE. The sentiment was different from Texas Governor Greg Abbott, who on Friday announced the deployment of 1,000 National Guard troops to the border.
All of these actions are necessary because Congress has failed to do its job. They carp about a humanitarian crisis and about reforming an immigration system, all the while refusing to pass laws to fix the problem.
Now, the president went on to say if both parties cannot reach a resolution, he will move forward with those deportations. Tom Hansen, CBS News, New York.
ICE removed more than 250,000 people last year, but the highest number of yearly deportations came during the Obama administration in 2012, when the agency removed approximately 410,000 immigrants. Just into the Channel 3000 Alert Center, Janesville police arrested Joshua Miller today after he admitted to attempting to take photographs of a female in a bathroom stall. Authorities say a girl at the Janesville Mall told police a man was trying to take pictures of her while she was in the bathroom around 7:30 last night. 28-year-old Miller is arrested on charges of attempting to capture a representation depicting nudity, disorderly conduct, and a probation violation. Around the state, disturbing surveillance video shows a baby being thrown from a car seat and landing on concrete during a fight at a gas station in Milwaukee. Again, this video can be hard to watch. It shows Ronald Zeidman Jr. coming out of a gas station, pushing a woman with a baby carrier onto the ground. But as Zeidman grabs the car seat, the baby flies out onto the concrete. Zeidman picked up the baby, put her in the car, and continues to attack the woman inside the gas station. Police arrested him on several felonies, including child abduction and substantial battery. The mother and child are doing okay. The two brothers who left a dying 5-year-old at the hospital after he was shot are officially charged. Kenosha County documents say 5-year-old Dakari Weldon accidentally shot himself after 24-year-old Javon Cannon allegedly loaded the gun and left the room. The gun belonged to his brother, Jovan Cannon. Dakari's older brother says the brothers were watching the boy play with the gun before shooting himself, but according to Javon's lawyer, the gun went off before he could take it away from him. Javon faces 2 charges, including homicide. Jovan is charged with leaving a loaded firearm near a child. In the wake of 2 shootings in less than 24 hours last week, both involving 5-year-old boys, the Milwaukee community is stressing the importance of gun safety. Milwaukee's Office of Violence Prevention is pushing adults to lock up their guns and keep them away from children. In addition to Dakari, another 5-year-old boy was killed in Milwaukee. Community leaders say this is a preventable problem.
You may make a decision to have a firearm in your home to protect your family or to protect your home. And basically we want to stress, protect the kids first. And what that means is being responsible, keeping it stored in a safe and secure location.
Milwaukee County prosecutors are expected to file child neglect charges in the case this weekend. Records show a 25-year-old man was arrested at the scene 30 minutes after the shooting, but police have not released any details. Businesses are pitching in to increase the reward for information that leads to an arrest and conviction of the man who fatally shot a Racine police officer earlier this week. The Kenosha Sheriff's Department says the reward to arrest a suspect in the death of Officer John Hetland has now grown to over $65,000, up from $42,000 yesterday. Hetland was off duty when he was fatally shot Monday night. He tried to intervene in an armed robbery at Teaser's Bar and Grill. Authorities say Hetland jumped over the bar and confronted a masked armed man when he was shot. 11 people are dead after a small skydiving plane crashed near an airfield in Oahu's North Shore. Authorities got a call Friday night about a downed aircraft at Dillingham Airfield. When they got there, the plane was on fire near the fence line away from the runway. Honolulu Fire Chief Manuel Neves says family members of those on board the aircraft were on the ground when the crash happened and may have seen that plane go down.
This is the most tragic aircraft incident that we had. We had some helicopters with the military, but this is a civilian plane that went down and with that many people on board.
It wasn't clear whether the craft was taking off or landing when it crashed. Investigators in New Hampshire are also looking for answers after a crash between a pickup truck and several motorcycles killed 7 people last night. The NTSB will investigate what happened. Officials say the truck was on fire when they arrived on scene. 3 people were taken to the hospital, 1 in a helicopter. Next on News 3 Now at 10, starting off the summer with a friendly log rolling competition, we introduce you to the winner. Welcome back. The Wisconsin Department of Agriculture says it's issued more than 1,300 licenses to grow hemp so far this year. This comes as farmers question the profitability of growing hemp for grain, but they say there could be a future in hemp fiber and CBD products. Officials agree, saying the state's climate is better for fiber once that market grows. Fresco Opera is continuing its summer tradition of public opera performances this summer with a twist. For the 5th year, the Madison-based theater company is performing 4 shows around Madison over the next 2 weekends in front of people's garages. The theater typically chooses a fairy tale and sets it to a contemporary setting. This year, they're doing Hansel and Gretel, but set to the Candyland board game.
The idea behind it really is Fresco is all about making things accessible. We have big shows where we charge people for tickets, but then we have a lot of events that are free, and this was one that we thought was a great way to get whole families involved.
Coleman says her favorite part of the Garage Opera is all the people it introduces to opera. For more information on Fresco Opera's upcoming garage performances, you can check out our website, channel3000.com. Amateurs and professionals alike made a splash at the 2019 Midwest Log Rolling Championship today. Log rollers from around the nation met to compete for a $200 prize. Competitors were separated by experience, while junior competitors were separated by age. Junior log roller Claire Quiche won first place today. This 6-year veteran says she hopes to make it to the World Championships in August and eventually become semi-pro.
I think it's just interesting to see what everyone has to bring, and there's a lot of different techniques, so it's fun to just learn and stick with friends.
Everyone raised money for the Huntington's Disease Society of America, which researches treatments and cures for Huntington's, Alzheimer's, and Parkinson's diseases. Let's get a look at your first alert weather with Dave Caulfield. It was pretty nice outside this morning to be in the water, at least. It wasn't too cold out.
Yeah, and that's nice with temperatures near 80 degrees for highs today. We didn't let a couple of nuisance showers this afternoon for some of us ruin what was a fantastic day. And the sunshine came out just in time to create a sunset like this in Milton. Check this out. Just the absolute majesty of this. Love those colors of purple and pink. Morgan, thank you so much for sending that in. Can't even talk, it's so beautiful, folks. Doppler track is showing some quiet conditions across southern Wisconsin, but just off to the southwest, we still see a healthy dose of thunderstorm activity across much of the central portion of Iowa. That batch of showers and storms is going to try and make a run at southern Wisconsin tomorrow morning. Don't really think it will be all that successful, but we'll have scattered showers and thunderstorms with us through much of the day on Sunday. Live look in Madison at cloudy skies on the WISC-TV Skycam. The almanac for today pretty close to normal on this first full day of summer. We should typically be in the low 80s, and we'll see plenty of 80-degree temperatures as we get into the next couple of days, and especially for next week. The humidity comes with us, too. Right now, it's 70 in Janesville, Monroe, Madison, Mineral Point, Platteville, and Lone Rock. 71 in Boscobel and Prairie du Chien. Those temperatures are going to stay in the mid to upper 60s overnight. Wind speed's not too bad out of the east at about 8 to 15 miles per hour. So our rain chances graphic is going to be busy over the next couple of days. Now, I think it's a safe bet that we'll need at least the umbrella for tomorrow morning. I don't think we'll see anything too heavy until we get into the afternoon, because we have a lot of what we call precipitable water in the atmosphere. Basically, the amount of humidity. That humidity goes up, the chances for downpours and heavy rain overall goes up, and that will be in place over the next couple of days. So have that umbrella ready to go. Then as we get into Monday, our rain chances are still there through much of Monday morning and afternoon. Overnight, mild and more humid as well, with storms developing overnight. And on future track, our latest forecast model doesn't have too much for the start of the final day of the AmFam Championship tomorrow, which is good. But as we get into later portions of Sunday morning, a couple of showers, maybe a thunderstorm or two possible. And then by the afternoon, some scattered showers and thunderstorms could be in the cards for southern Wisconsin. Monday, a similar looking start on future track, but by the afternoon, we really start to see those storms cranking up once again across southern Wisconsin, with some downpours and maybe even some stronger thunderstorms, especially tomorrow afternoon. We'll have to keep an eye out for those. Maybe just some gusty winds, some small hail in spots. Not out of the question, but not looking all that likely. Then slight shower and storm chances still with us on Tuesday. Wednesday, stop the presses. No rain chances whatsoever as of right now. Temperatures in the mid 80s, and we're close to 90, feeling like the mid 90s by the start of next weekend. And anytime you have that much humidity and heat, you can't rule out a few raindrops. And basically, that's what we're looking at for the next 7 to 10 days.
Breaking news. Wednesday, yep. We might not see rain.
We're calling it right now.
It's a big deal.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dave. There's a new leader at the American Family Insurance Championship. That story coming up in sports.
With weather possibly moving in tomorrow afternoon, tee times for the final round of the American Family Insurance Championship have been moved up. They'll start at 7:15 now, with the leaders teeing off the first tee at 9:15 tomorrow morning. Shuttles from off-site parking will begin at 6:30 tomorrow morning, with the front entrance at University Ridge open at 7. Now the story of today's second round. Perhaps the shot of the day is from former PGA champion Shawn McKeel. Second shot, par 4, 15th. He turns a possible bogey into an unlikely eagle as he holds it. First round leader Jerry Kelly just couldn't get things going like he did yesterday. He does hit this one close for one of his 3 birdies on the day. 2 under par 70. Kelly's still in good shape, though. He's in a tie for 5th place. Tournament host Steve Stricker right there after 2 rounds. Watch this one. Third shot, par 5, 16th. He chips it in for eagle. Second straight 67. Stricker's very much in contention tomorrow. The leader after 2 rounds is a left-hander, Steve Flesch. You talk about a big finish today. He went 31 in the back 9, including birdies on each of his last 3 holes. So Steve Flesch leads the American Family Insurance Championship going into the final round tomorrow.
2 good rounds, and it's nice because I haven't particularly played well here in the two previous showings, so nice to play well this year.
I'm in position to try to win this tomorrow, and that's a good feeling. And there's a lot of guys bunched up there, though, so I imagine somebody's going to come out of that pack with a good round, shoot a good round tomorrow, and that means that's what I'm going to have to do if I want to have a chance to win.
I mean, I'm going to be chomping at the bit. There's no doubt about it. You know, one of these times it's going to happen, and, you know, will it be here in Wisconsin? That'd be awesome.
So Flesch leads at 11 under, but he's got a lot of company in close pursuit. Stricker's at 10 under, Kelly's at 9 under. John Daly's not out of it either. He shot 69 today. He's 7 under, tied for 9th. Again, the tee times are moved up tomorrow. The leaders go off at 9:15 tomorrow morning in the final round. The celebrity foursome of Jack Nicklaus, Brett Favre, Toby Keith, and Andy North drew a huge crowd, as you'd expect. Favre is always a big draw, but what many feel is the best player in the history of golf, well, that's really something. Jack Nicklaus held court with the media this morning before his round, and after his news conference ended, he still stuck around to continue chatting with reporters. As far as his golf game, at age 79, Nicklaus says he hasn't kept score for a full round of golf since 2005.
Actually, I enjoy it because it's, as I say, I don't have to keep score. I don't have to have a score. I can hit the ball. We can laugh and giggle a little bit. Just be part of what's going on. I still like to hit a decent golf shot if I can hit it, but I don't. I throw my 85 mile an hour club head speed now, the ball just goes.
What's it like to play with someone like Jack Nicklaus?
The only way I can describe it is being a priest and serving mass with the Pope.
Well, that celebrity foursome put on quite a show. It seems like Favre hits some long putts every year, no exception here. Hit a couple of long ones today. He teamed up with Nicklaus against Andy North and Toby Keith, but the shot they're going to remember came on the par 3 17th hole. Jack Nicklaus still has some magic in those clubs. Watch this shot over the water to a tight pin, and Nicklaus shows why he's Jack Nicklaus. The match ended in a tie, but it sure was fun, at least for those watching.
When you're playing with Andy and Jack in front of 40,000 people, it's easy to suck.
Brett and Jack were over there having a little sewing circle. They were doing a little hug out. And I sank a big, long putt, and everybody cheered, and I was going, did y'all see that putt? And Jack turned around and goes, have you putt yet?
We ended up all evening. We doubled the money for the hospital. We had fun. The people had fun. What more do you ask for?
And yeah, Brett Favre, remember last week when a tweet suggested he was coming back to play in the NFL in 2020, then moments later was taken down, that tweet? Well, as we figured, someone hacked Favre's account, made it all up. Favre confirmed it wasn't him doing the tweeting. And the Brewers finally ended that 5-game losing streak this afternoon against the Cincinnati Reds at Miller Park. Maybe things are starting to turn around for the Brewers a bit. Ground ball to short. Luis Suarez, pretty good shortstop, but not this time. He boots it, throws it high. Couple of runs score. Brewers suddenly take the lead. Then Josh Hader comes in for a 2-inning save. The Brewers win 6-5 to end their 5-game losing streak. Mets beat the Cubs, by the way, at Wrigley 10-2. And at Breese-Stevens Field tonight, forward Madison FC against North Texas FC. Over 4,200 raucous fans there. Don Smart got the Flamingos on the board in the first half. Here he strikes it in from distance in the second. His second goal of the night, 2-1 forward Madison. This one puts it on ice. How about those moves by Josiel Nunez? Final score, forward Madison 4, North Texas 1. They got 4,200 fans again for that last night.
I haven't been to a game yet, but it looks fun.
Oh, it's
I
a
mean,
lot of
every
energy.
game we see more people there, more flags, more flamingos, all that.
And those pink jerseys are like popular. Connor Kaloya from the forward Madison team is in their management. He said they get orders from countries all over the world to get those pink flamingo jerseys. So
Flamingo jerseys.
They're in style, so
yeah, they are.
Jump on it, right?
We'll be right back. Some Montana residents found an uninvited visitor in their home yesterday morning. Officials say a black bear entered a family's home and decided to get some much-needed rest. The bear opened a door and gained entry to a room around 6 in the morning. Police say the bear became frustrated and began ripping the room apart before it climbed up on a closet shelf for some shut-eye. Just took a little nap. Deputies knocked on the room's window, but the bear just stretched out and yawned. Montana's Park Department tranquilized the bear and relocated it unharmed. Just needed a little good nap spot.
Betty's from Chicago, a Chicago bear.
There you go.
Yeah, bada bing. Hello. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'll be here all night.
Did he also lose 10-2 tonight?
What's that?
Did he also lose 10-2 tonight? I got to get my one win in.
Mr. Mitt there. Yeah.
Oh, so exciting. The weather is a little bit less exciting as we get into the next couple of days. We're right around 70 right now, so it'll be mild and humid overnight with storms developing across southern Wisconsin, and the 7 to 10 day forecast showing plenty of storm chances, especially by tomorrow afternoon.
All right. Thanks so much for joining us. Have a great night.